So this video is about, it's you, not them. It's understanding what is aligned for you, not what other people are doing, basically. Hi, my name's Jody Deane, and I help love leaders who are emerging into their full magnificence and spiritual seekers understand spiritual awakening, soul purpose embodiment. That's really like owning your own soul purpose and living it in the world, and authentic self-expression in your full spectrum of who you really are, right? Without editing, without censoring, actually living your truth. So this video is just really an intuitive download I wanted to share with you right now. And it's this thing about, okay, so very much my own life, I've been living this, and then I've understood, oh my God, okay, this like this gross distortion that I've been living, which is I've been trying to deduce, ascertain, understand how I should be, what I should be in the world, who I should be based on who other people are and what they're doing. So it's like, oh, well, if I can figure out what they're doing, then I can then work out what I should do. And it comes from this kind of flawed logic of basically that it's out there, the answer is out there, and I need to fit in. When I've really had now the realization in my life that I'm actually a misfit, and that's how it's meant to be. I'm not meant to be anyone else. I'm not meant to fit in. I'm actually meant to stand out and be who I am. And that's how I can have an outstanding life and extraordinary experiences, which is actually really what I love and live for. And perhaps that's you too. Perhaps you resonate with this. Perhaps you're done with mediocrity, done with fitting in, done with trying to be something that others will approve of, that then they'll give you love, that you'll be worthy of whatever story that we entertain in our heads. And, you know, it was one of the things that I understood when I figured out my core wound, which was that I'm not worthy. I don't think I'm worthy of love. And that was a story that came from childhood experiences and trauma. And wow, how freeing, how alive I feel knowing that that is utter nonsense. It's a lie. And I don't need to give my attention to it anymore. It's fantastic. It's so liberating, in fact. And I wish that for you too, whatever your core wound might be. And, you know, if you feel hesitation and fear about, okay, opening to the understanding around your core wound, I totally understand that. And I get it. It's right. It's uncomfortable. Right. But then, you know, there's that wonderful saying, which is that everything that you ever wanted, that you really, really want, is outside of your comfort zone. And so I invite you to be courageous and brave and step outside of your comfort zone and the mediocrity and the artifice and the surface living, and go deep, right? Get really deep and intimate with the truth. Get real with how you feel. And you will then be acquainted with the most extraordinary life that begins to unfold, right? Which is what you've been seeking, right? Because you are what you seek. That is my belief and my understanding. And what if that were true for you too? What if it were true that you actually are who and what you're seeking? Right? And it's not outside of you. It's not out there somewhere, right? It's inside, it's within. And that's why the invitation is always to go deeper and to be courageous and brave and excavate your inner world and access and find your core truths, right? Stand in your true values so that you can therefore stand up for yourself, and that you can start to be outstanding in whatever you wish to do and live an extraordinarily level of joy and fulfillment in your life, right? That maybe your upbringing and your society tried to sell you something else, right? That life is misery, life is suffering, that you're not worthy, that you're not deserving, that you're not safe, that it's dangerous to be yourself. And so actually I'm here to say that it's dangerous not to be yourself. It's hazardous to live outside yourself. So maybe this resonates. Great if it does, you know, and if it doesn't, that's okay as well. Like, right, it's like maybe it's something to reflect on. Maybe it's something for you to journey with in meditation, to journal with, perhaps. But ultimately, you know, what we're doing here, and what I'm trying to kind of transmit in this video, however successfully or unsuccessfully that is that actually all you need is within. And so when I realized that, when I had that moment of realization in my reality where I was like, oh my God, I've been spending all my time and energy trying to decipher, decode how to be through these other people in my life and what I'm supposed to be like and all of these things in order to fit in and get love and approval and be somebody, right? But really I was being nobody because I wasn't being myself. And that was the start really of the journey towards self-love and intimacy with myself and self-understanding ultimately. And that brought amazing gifts, that brought wonderful joy, that brought peace, that brought fulfillment. And yeah, I propose to you that you are here to be you, and that it's not out there, that all the cues are inside. Now, what might happen is that you might find that as you embark on this journey of consciousness and awareness, that the outer world, the external world, starts to reflect your inner journey, and that things start to shift and new people appear and new experiences appear. Things happen differently to before, and they begin to reflect what's going on inside. And so that's also part of the magic of life, right? We're not in this Newtonian physics universe, right? That was a lie that was sold to us, right? It's just a theory. It's a theory. And actually, my own experiences have been that we're in a holographic universe, which is a totally different thing, right? Where everything is a reflection of itself and we're all one amazing, wonderful consciousness. So this inner outer dance and reflection is also one of the precepts of metaphysics and alchemy as well, which is as above, so below, as within, so without. And again, I invite you to go within and to not seek to fit in, and that the external is going to somehow provide you with what you crave, right? Whether it's that attention, whether it's worth, whether it's love, whether it's respect, that it actually starts within, and that we are required to go within, right? To find the happiness, to find the love, to find ourselves, to encounter the true self and share that, express this, right? Making our inside outside. And there is where the magic happens in our lives. The big magic happens when we fearlessly and bravely allow our inner to come out. And that could happen in multivarious ways. Of course, that could be through expression and through art and creativity, or it might be the kind of work we choose or the way that we show up with our relationships, right? Whether that's our significant other or our family or our friends or our colleagues or our clients, how we show, how we do things, right? Our habits, the way we present ourselves, the way we flow our energy. So the invitation here is to go within and let go of trying to fit in and allow ourselves to stand out, standing in what is true for us, getting real with how we feel, speaking our truth and acting from that place so that our thought, word, and deed are aligned. And that brings so much harmony, so much balance. You won't recognize yourself when you fully start to embody that. It is absolute magic. It is mastery, in fact. And the heart is the key that unlocks the door to all of this. It's the heart, it's here. This is the sacred heart, the residing place of the eternal soul within, that we can access through love, through opening, through softening, through compassion for ourselves. So I hope that's been helpful. I would love to know your responses, experiences, feedback in the comments. If you feel to share, I encourage you to bravely share. Sharing is caring, and the personal is universal. so that, and of course, give this video a like, a love heart, whatever it is for you, if it resonates as well. And remember that you are actually love itself. You are love itself, as paradoxical and as nonsensical as that might seem when we identify with the external and the outside, the 3D reality. But I assure you that when you step inside and go deep, really deep, then that is what will begin to reveal itself. Now, if you are interested in sharing your love, sharing your healing codes, your transformation, your integrated initiations in life in a way that is consumable for others, one amazing way to do that is through writing books. And you don't need to be some expert author to do this. I have a method where we download the book, which is your life code, which is the transmission from your higher self, from spirit. And it works very quickly, it works very fast, and it is pretty damn miraculous when we allow it. This all has a transmission, a frequency that others can feel, and they will just go, oh yeah, I need to read this. Or they will feel the energy signature from the book itself. I've literally had people holding my book in their hands and going, my God, I'm feeling like love through this book, through my hands, like literally like that, multiple times. And this is, of course, another indicator of the energetic nature of reality, and that we're in this holographic universe as well. So if you want to be a star and shine a bit brighter, then one way of doing this is writing your own book, your transformational book, your spiritual book. And so I'm offering something which is the Writing from Spirit program, which starts next week of the making of this video, but I will assuredly do more of these, and there will be links in the description for that. So if you're interested, check it out. I also have something called the Awaken the Book Within masterclass, and there will be a link for that in this description of the video. And that is really a fast technique for activating and accessing the book that wants to speak through you, that wants to be delivered through you. It's awakening that book within, and you will walk away with the clarity around that book and what it is, and you will have started writing a little bit of it. And that might be a paragraph, that might be a sentence, but like the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And it's like the first step is to take one. So we're moving you towards that journey. So you're moving towards that, you're taking that step, taking that action, and that is aligned action. So of course, if this journey is for you, it's easy as well to deselect ourselves and to listen to the programming and the thoughts and the imposter syndrome that says, who are you to do this? Who do you think you are? And all that stuff. And I assure you, that is programming, that is trauma-based, and that is not who you are. And that actually you're so much more. And it's time to share your light. We are raising the consciousness of ourselves and the planet as we do this, as we walk hand in hand, step by step, into the new earth that is already happening as we walk each other home. Blessings. I love you. Take care. Goodbye.